Oh, what that dying. This is the voice of the Patriot. And here we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we only do it on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the Patriot. And my name Blakk Rasta. Now from the newsreel, we endeavor to always keep it real. And today, let us look at what we have in the offing. All right? My brother, my sister, I'm reading this from my Joy Online. And it says, NPP to set up committee to investigate 2024 election defeat. I read. Now the leadership of the new Patriotic Party, the NPP, has announced plans to establish a committee in January 2025 to review the circumstances surrounding the defeat in the 2024 general elections. Now the national chairman, Mr. Stephen Ntim, revealed this in a press briefing on Monday, that is today, yesterday, I beg your pardon, December the 23rd. According to him, the proposed election review committee will engage party stakeholders and the general public to identify the factors that contributed to the defeat. Now, the NPP leadership said they believe that the committee's findings will pave the way for necessary reforms to strengthen the party and prepare it for future challenges. I know that you are all surprised hearing that they want to establish a certain committee to find out exactly why they lost the elections. My brother, power is very, very transient. And if you are not wise, you will think power is in perpetuity. You will end up fooling yourself to the point that you will become a laughing stock when power gets out of your hands. My brother, when these people were in power, for some reason, they believed they were going to be there forever. They arrogantly told us that they were going to break the 8, without telling us that they were going to break our poverty, the reason for which we voted them into power. Can somebody come closer? Nana Akufo-Addo told us, Yetisikaso and suyenhu. Yetisikaso na yebre. Krom ha enya or here for Chrome. He told us all this. We wanted to hear that. Because if we were formerly called the Gold Coast, yet we walk around and can't see gold, and all of a sudden Galamsey is making us see gold all over the place, there must be a reason we are still poor. I'm speaking tongue in cheek. Yetisikansu yebre. This is not a poor people's country. It's because of bad leadership. That is why the country is suffering. So they had the key to the land of bliss and comfort. They had a solution for our poverty. So we voted them into power. Arrogantly, they couldn't even come to tell us they were breaking our poverty. They did not come to tell us they were breaking our suffering. They did not come to tell us that they were breaking our bondage and suppression. But they were breaking the 8. What arrogance. Look how many people have become even more impoverished under this regime. It's a family and friends regime. So much corruption, my brother, my sister, and wanton arrogance. My brother, my sister, a few months to the election, the fools that they have always taken us for, they decided to go and build a few roads, which they were supposed to use as their trump card to win the election. Look how they have messed up with the educational system in this country. Our children are fed with anything apart from food. Our children fall ill every now and then. They go to school, my brother, my sister, for 12 weeks and go and sit home for 24 weeks. Whether they pass or not, they are promoted. My brother, my sister, what kind of educational system is this where nobody ever fails? Is that not a mediocre educational system? The assessment is so poor. Nobody ever fails. Promotion is a hook, line, and sinker kind of thing. Everybody is promoted. I am so ashamed of this government. So ashamed of this government. And I've said it time and again. When I speak in such anger, you must understand, I supported this government to come into power because I believe that they said the right things I wanted to hear. At the end of the day, my brother, these are the people treating us like slaves. And they still do not understand why they lost the elections. What dunces. If a man has a problem and does not know that he has a problem, he's a dunce. True? Now, oja eshua. Se oja eshu. Ube huno na washe. Asekra. My brother, my sister, it's so painful. It's very, very painful. They are going to establish a certain committee where they will meet and drink tea. With the rest of the stolen money, they will buy cabin biscuits and have kenke parties and have another e-levy cake and dance around to find out why the obvious is the obvious. Oh, what dunces. It's so painful. I am an employer. I employed the president. I employed all the people in government with my tax money. My brother, my sister, it is my responsibility to mark them whether it is a correct or a wrong. Because I am the employer. I must be satisfied. And if I am not, I must call a spade a spade. Straight away. No euphemisms. Never again, NPP. Never again another old, bald-headed, pot-bellied president. I leave it here. Now the next thing I want to look at, and I plead with you to come close so we will look at it, is deep. My brother, my sister, and I'm reading this from Ghana Web. Hey. Things are happening in our country. Please, can you come closer? And let us look at this closer and closer and closer. It says, from NDC killing chiefs to your Kwame Nkrumah, 7 controversial statements made by Napo in 2024. As for Napo, I don't know. I read, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, popularly known as Napo, the running mate of the new Patriotic Party in the 2024 general elections, made a name for himself with several controversial statements. After being selected to partner with the NPP presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Napo's remarks on various campaign platforms sparked significant public discourse. Here are 7 statements that raised eyebrows in Ghana in 2024. Uttered by Napo. Kwame Nkrumah, number 1. Now, during his official unveiling in Kumasi on June 9, 2024, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh lauded President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government as the best in Ghana's 57 years of independence. He controversially claimed that not even Ghana's first president or Sajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah could compare to President Akufo-Addo in terms of development. It has never happened in the history of Ghana. If President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo retires, I can hit my chest and state that since the nation's inception in 1957, there has not been a president who has helped the state more than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I am saying this, and that from 1957 to now, whether you pick your Kwame Nkrumah, Kwame Nkrumah, no, there's nobody who has led Ghana and protected the country or developed Ghana more than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. My brother, this seemed to be the last straw that broke the she-camel's back, the nation. Everybody went crazy. He was so disrespectful to everybody, including the Otumfuo and the arrogant Nana Akufo-Addo. They've all come to see that he is a man who likes yes men, boot lickers. So they lick his boots around so they can get favors from him. After licking his boots, for him to be forced on Mahmoud Bawumia, another very, 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 I don't want to use that word. I'll keep it for another Christmas. My brother, Bawumia is one of the most hapless, weak politicians I've ever seen. You sit down and allow such a guy to be imposed on you. You were sidelined all these years. You sat down with your big pot belly, eating and eating and eating, bloating and bloating and bloating, never ready to step out of power and say, listen, Kafni, Tofiakwa, that is not me. I will never be sidelined. I am a man of my own. But no, greedily, he sat down and enjoyed all the spoils of corruption. Now he's telling us he was only a mate. Number two, Napo also said, go and do your Dumso timetable if you want one. Well, we decided to kick him out for this unfortunate utterance when we asked him why the power was going on and off like that. And he told us we should go and make our own timetable. How did you expect to win an election with such an okro mouth, loose cannon, loose talker? The third one, he said, vote for Mahama. The gods of the land forced him to go on a campaign trail where he told everybody to vote for Mahama. For the first time, we listened to his advice and we voted for Mahama. His party will never forgive him for that. If this was Colombia, they would have Escobared him. As to what Escobar means, your guess is as good as mine. He was one of the reasons his party lost. Nana Akufo-Addo, the main architect of their defeat, followed by Bawumia, and then this guy called Napo. My brother, that's the third one. Now he also said, NDC killed pastors and prophets. Such a childish remark. NDC killed pastors and killed Nana Drobo and the rest of them. Such a joker. That was what he said. And they didn't see it wise enough to bring him to book because he is beyond reach. My brother, my sister, the party lost. He didn't end there. He said they will return all the excavators that they had seized, that Nana Akufo-Addo had asked to be burnt down. They will return all to the Galamseyers because people were expecting that they will go and stop Galamsey and lose the elections. No, they will not. They will rather return all the excavators. Such a misfit of a doctor. How did he get his doctorate? His medical degree? How did he get it? Is he one of those who... No, I keep it for next Christmas. What a thing. This guy. A medical doctor encouraging illegal mining so hazardous to our health. He said they will return all the excavators. They still lost the elections because Ghanaians refused to be fooled yet another time. Such a joker. Such a joker. He also said no one would shoot and kill anybody. In a viral video from a campaign platform, Napo dismissed calls for the shooting and killing of people engaging in mining, illegal mining, known as galamsey. He accused the opposition NDC of hypocrisy over the stance on galamsey issues. Still on galamsey, he said, oh, nobody's going to shoot and kill you. So if you are doing your galamsey, go ahead and destroy the water bodies. Go ahead and destroy our land. Go ahead and have a field day so that you can vote for us during the election. Such a senseless bloke. What is the common sense in this guy's big head? Tell me. And he's a medical doctor. How did he pass his exams? Is he one of the chew and poor guys? Does this guy know how to give a proper injection? Does he know how to diagnose a proper sickness? How can a medical doctor be telling people to put their lives in danger, health-wise? And the Medical Association did nothing about this. It took the Ghanaian voter to teach these people a lesson in common sense. Napo said this. He didn't end there. You know what he said again? Oh my God. My brother, it's so sad. He also said, any Muslim who voted for Mahama was committing haram. My brother, my sister, no Muslim should vote for Mahama. And after the election, statistics came out that even in the Zongos inundated with Muslims, Bawumia was rejected. Muslims are human beings. They eat food, they drink water, they sleep, they want comfort. It doesn't matter who gives them the best. Some of the Kumasi Malams whose names I've forgotten, they went on a preaching spree. My brother, my sister, these bigots, they went around preaching that in whatever situation, the Ghanaian voter must vote for a Muslim. Such empty heads and half-wits. Is this how we want to raise our children? Is this the kind of nation we want to build? Even if the Muslim is a thief and a liar, we should vote for him because he's a Muslim. Christians also come out and say, vote for a Christian. Even if he's a thief and a liar, vote for him. What is happening? You see, there's a difference between religion and spirituality. Religion is what they preach, and we preach spirituality. Listen to your inner self. The Bible and the Quran both say the same thing, that he created you in his own image. He breathed his own air from his own nostrils into you. Therefore, he's part of you. So listen to yourself. What is good and what is bad? Islam says something that I love. He says, convince yourself that what you are doing is right. Where you are in doubt, don't ever do it. Because Islam believes that there is God in you. After all, God created you. So listen to your innate self. It's not everything that is found in the scriptures. Or else if I wake up every morning, I will have to go and read the scriptures to find out if it says I should drink water before going to bath. Use your common sense. That is why God gave you that. He didn't create you a zombie. I want to leave it here. It is what it is, and it's so sad. But I don't think Bawumia would ever allow this Napo guy around him again. I am hearing some news from the grapevine. I don't know if I should put it out. But trust me, they forced this guy onto him, sidelined him, and the joker that he himself is, he decided to sit in this dirty government until the disgrace bathed him from head to toe. you deserve it. Remain in opposition forever. Well, my name Blakk Rasta is being the voice of the Patriot.